Hello all, it's me back again with another craft project. So I have this crown here that I'm going to wear for the wedding, and I got this because this was basically what I wanted to make, but I wanted to do a bit more. And when looking into materials just for the metal band itself, I was looking at paying about $5, and I found this at my local Five Below for $3. So I picked that up, and I have some supplies that I have been saving. Look similar to what is already on here, only these are real stones. I think these might be plastic or just glass. These are real quartz crystals, so I wanted to go through and apply these. Now with these, it looks like they wire wrapped them to it and then followed up with some glue as well over the back of what they did. So that's kind of gonna be what I'm gonna do. So I've got that, but I also have some wire that I'm gonna use. Oh, look at that one. I've got some wire and I've got some skull beads. So I am going to kind of goth this up a bit. Alright, so I've got some skull beads in here, both pink and blue. I have some other beads as well somewhere. I'm going to try to find them. I have these cool crackle beads. I don't know if I'm going to use these, but I wanted to get them because I thought they were cool. I've got this blue wire. I've got some pinky, purpley, like lilac-y wire. And I got all of these at Walmart. I've got different stones. I've got purple, black, pink, and blue. I don't know if those are going to get used either, but they're there. I've got my jewelry pliers so that I can do my wire bending work. Got some crystals selected, and I've got this out. So we are gonna just craft and see what we come up with. I'm gonna do a voiceover for this next part. Like I said, I'm gonna take it. We're just gonna play around until I get something I like. So, alright, so I am going to take this craft wire that my friend Destiny included in one of my boxes that she sent me, and we're going to use this to attach the crystals. So I'm just going to kind of wrap this around the bottom of the crystal, and then I kind of just play around with how I attach it here to the crown itself. This being my first wire wrapping, I wasn't exactly sure how to do this, so I made the wire pretty long. And I'm just kind of wrapping it around. Sorry that it's super fast, but if not, this video would take ages. But I just wrapped it around the stone and then wrapped that around the actual metal band itself to hold it on. And then I left the ends out to kind of wrap around with the next piece. So I just cut another one here. And I'm going to just wrap that around this time a little bit differently. Just kind of swapping back and forth which way I wrap. And the best way I found to actually do this wrapping was to kind of crisscross it from one side to the other, and that really gave the best hold, which it actually looks like the original way that they attach the original crystals that came with the crown. So once I did that, then I kind of crisscrossed the wires together between the two to get them out of the way. And that was just so that, you know, they're not hanging out or stabbing me. And once I got them where I wanted them wrapped, I then cut them shorter so that they would, you know, look nice on there. But yeah, basically just going around and doing this for each crystal. And I'm gonna skip like the last two, so I'm only going to do a few of these. I'm not going to do as many as I originally thought, because I felt like it just kind of made the crown seem bulkier. So I just thought it looked better with just a few crystals focusing more towards the front side than towards the back, because, well, I already have a big head, and I just felt like that would make my head look even bigger by doing crystals all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and finish wrapping these up, and I will be back. Alright, so now I've got all my crystals placed here, and so I'm going to follow this up with some E6000 on the back of the wiring, just to basically reinforce this connection to make sure that they don't fall off or you know, come loose or anything like that. And it's just a super strong glue, so it's really great to have. So I just put this on there and let it sit overnight, and I came back the following day now, and I'm just wrapping some black wire around my little kind of needle nose tipped pliers, and I'm just kind of like playing around with it because I wasn't sure originally what shape I was going to make, but then I decided to make some spirals with it, and I thought that was really cool. So I then took some silver wire and wrapped that around to kind of give me a platform to build upon so that I could attach everything on it. Alright, so I'm just going to attach this weird looking little spiral kind of try thing, attach the silver, and now I'm wrapping a purple skull in this wire to hold it in place. I didn't want it moving around on its own, so I just kind of did that, and then I created a spiral around that, and now I'm attaching it into the silver wire and also the crown itself. And I'm just kind of adding some extra here to make sure it does not come off, because I want it to stay put. And I took two pieces of the black and I twisted it up, and I'm just kind of running that kind of around to make some cool shapes and add a lot of black into it. And I'm also now taking in this purple, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm just twisting them together, and I'm going to attach a purple skull and then wrap that through and then twist it again. And now I'm kind of just shaping it into like a flower-like shape. or at least I'm trying to. It looks kind of terrible at first. So, like I said, this is my first time doing this, so I'm just kind of playing around with it and seeing what I like. So I cut this off to attach it because I wanted it shorter, but I actually cut it technically too short, but I then wound it with that black piece that I had wound through earlier and attached it to that, and then kind of fussed around with it until I liked the way it looked. And then I decided that I could actually make these into flowers. So I took a black piece and a purple piece and wound them together and twisted them around the pliers and made like a rose. And then I made a leaf out of just the purple and kind of fit that in there and twisted it up. And then I just set it in the middle where I thought it would look cool and just kind of wound in that end. And now I'm actually going back in that kind of skull-like flower, just kind of like attaching it more to the crown itself to basically create a better connection. And then I'm making another swirl with the wire that I wrapped through that. I did originally try putting like gemstones inside using some hot glue, and I just decided I didn't like the way it looked with the skull flowers, so I just took them off and went with it. So here's me wrapping another piece of black with some more purple to make another flower, because at this point I've realized I really like the wire roses, so I am making another to add on here because I thought I didn't have enough. And yeah, we're just going to wrap that together, and then we're going to attach it here. And it's much bigger than the last one I made, so I really like the way it looks. And here's the completed crown. This is just a close-up video. My hair is a mess, yes I know. I was up after work trying to get this done for the last couple of days, so here is some of the shots from the wedding. I actually ended up wiring a cool little like light, like a string LED light, and that was actually my cousin's idea, which was really awesome, and it had a little battery pack, so we were able to turn that on and my crown glowed, so it was really cool. So I hope you love this DIY. Please let me know if you'd like to see more like this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.